All right, what's up, guys? So we're back with another one here. Today, just a quick stupid video because I wanted to kind of hear everybody's thoughts. I want to share my thought, and I want to hear your thoughts about this. But today's video is about EVO 2022. You know, tournament I'm looking forward to. I know everybody's looking forward to. It's like the first EVO in what, 2 or 3 years. Also, one of the biggest offline events. Although I think Combo Breaker CO happened before, but EVO, of course, you know, it's the Super Bowl, the biggest event. It's been going on for 25 years. So talk about EVO and DNF Duel. So 2 things I'm very, very excited for this summer, and I just want to know why isn't DNF Duel at EVO? So if you haven't watched any of the other videos talking about EVO, this is the lineup this year. So this is the lineup right here. We got Street Fighter 5, of course, Guilty Gear Strive, of course, Tekken 7, of course, KO 15, new game, of course, put it in there. Mortal Kombat 11 is Mortal Kombat, of course. I have no idea about NRS. You guys, I don't know anything about that, but or whatever. Mortal Kombat, okay. Dragon Ball FighterZ, all right. And then we got Melty Blood, all right. Granblue, all right. Skullgirls, all right. Right. So those last 4, all games that sure they deserve their spot and everything, but you know I wanted to see DNF Duel. So I thought maybe DNF Duel wasn't in it because it was going to be coming out in August or something, but no, we found out DNF Duel is coming out June 28th. So EVO's August 5th, DNF is June 28th. So you have over a month, for the game to come out. So I was like, where is it? Why isn't it there? So I made this tweet right there. It's releasing in June, not EVO's insane. I wonder what went on behind the scenes for that game, not to make it in over others. So that's just my take. You know, some people agreed with me, and then we have, so this is Scraut. If you're not familiar with Scraut, he is probably America's strongest Melty Blood type Lumina player, and he says unpopular opinion, but it's not unpopular. You know, everyone has their own opinion. So he says, I don't think 1-2-month-old game should be at EVO stage. If you do want to support a new release like that, I say do an exhibition on the first or second day. So just 2 completely different opinions, right? Neither of us are correct. It's just your own take right there. So I want to ask today, what do you guys think is the correct time limit for a new game to be at EVO? Or at a major tournament. I guess EVO's a bit different right there, but so I think over a month, right? I think it's like a month and a week. What is the actual? Let me count the actual days. 38. So 38 days for DNF. Yes, it's without a doubt. I 100% agree that 38 days is not even close enough time to figure out the fighting game. You know, the games take years to fully develop, but I think 38 days is more than enough time for, you know, the entry level to get in there. And the thing about that is there's a certain level of excitement that it only occurs with these new releases. Everyone is rushing, right? People that maybe don't intend to play the game 5 years in the future see that this is the hot new game. There's a big tournament coming out in 38 days. We're going to grind it. We're all going to grind it. We're going to save our tech. We're going to show it on the big stage. It's super, super exciting. And this is not something new. Samurai Showdown. So the last year that happened before was Samurai Showdown, released on June 25th. Almost identical. Super hype tournament right there. Look at this. This is Sam Show entry. 1,700 players. 1,700 players signed up. There aren't 1,700 Sam Show players in the entire world. These are 1,700 fighting game players. That the reason why they signed up was because Sam Show was a new game. Nobody, like a small group maybe made that game, but the majority of people were like, look, I play Street Fighter, but I'm going to enter Sam Show. You know, it's kind of like a 2-month rush. In Japan, they call it the start dash. You know, it's like we got the start dash. We got to hurry up. It was super, super hype. So the year before that, so this is a little bit longer, right? This is a little bit longer, but it's still less than 2 months, right? I guess it's about 2 months, slightly over 2 months. So BB Tag, right, in 2018, released May 31st. And again, this was another game where the first big tournament was EVO. That was kind of like the game's first exposure on the big stage. Nobody knew what to expect, right? Nobody knew who was going to be strong, who's going to be weak. What happened? There was a glitch, an invincibility glitch. They abused it. Like, top 8 was won by that. But the thing about that was that you didn't know what was happening. If you play that game super serious, of course, like, oh, that's broken, invincibility glitch. If you don't know what's happening, you're like, this game's crazy. This is chaos. Like, what's going on right here, right? I played BB Tag back. I didn't even know what the glitch was. I read about it, but I was like, was that, did he glitch right there? Was that the glitch? I don't even know. And look what happened here. Ready? BB Tag, year 1 entrance. Look at that. 1,100, you know, almost 1,200. Really, really chaotic, really, really exciting game. And you had a lot of people entering, you know, they entered it just because it was the new game, right? It was a new game. So this was year 1, BB Tag, and ready, year 2. There you go. As you see the numbers kind of go down by quite a lot. Not, it's like, oh man, like BB Tag, but like I said, that year 1, this initial rush, this number of 1181, if BB Tag came out like 6 months before, 7 months before EVO, it wouldn't have reached this number. A large majority of these people are watching the game, interested in the games, because it's like, that's the new thing. Even before EVO, there's other stuff too. Like games used to do release, like talk to Justin Wong. Justin is notorious for being like a launch tournament monster. Back in the day, it's like, all right, Mortal Kombat's releasing right now. We're going to have a launch tournament next week. $20,000, $30 on the line, right? So maybe not the first week, but like that first month. So the players will be grinding because it's a fresh start for everybody. That's the exciting part, is that it's like a fresh start. Everyone gets the same footing and just go, go, go. So it's super fun to watch. One of the criticisms is that it's bad for the game, which I 100% disagree with. Some people, one of the criticisms is like, the game doesn't deserve to be on the main stage until it's like at a proper level, at a proper skill level. I say screw that, man. Let me see the early excitement. Let me see the early kind of adventure, and like DNF is perfect, man. The game DNF is so easy to pick up too. This game is designed to be simple. Even during the beta, people already doing like hype stuff. Over a month, EVO on the big stage, having international competition, having a lot of people picking it up, not as their main game, just like, oh, this is the hot game for EVO, let me pick that up too. I think it'll crack 2,000, man. And there's way more, by the way. I didn't do a lot of research in the old days, but if you are a lore monster, if you're an OG and you have like the concrete examples, there's long history of games or patches being at EVO maybe a bit too early. It's like, all right, this is this game or this big patch came out like 2 weeks before, 3 weeks before, just run it. Just let it rip. There's the lore of what, CEO they patch like mid-tournament or something. I don't know, it's chaos. But yeah, anyway, like I said, there is no right or wrong. If I have to pick, I say 1 month. That is my Jiyuna policy. 1 month. If I just pick a random number, 1 month is more than enough time for a game to be featured at EVO or any tournament as a main title. Like I said, of course, the balance is going to be busted. The level of play is going to be super low compared to the future, but the hype is going to be super high, and that's all that matters, right? The crowd is hype, the viewers are hype, the players are hype. That's a lot better to me than, you know, I don't know, getting into the game, just being a game that has a very small but dedicated community that doesn't really have a lot of views or interest from outside of that community. They said DNF should be a side game. I think maybe one of your games should be a side game. But yeah, let me know. What do you think? What is the ideal time for you? You have to say something, right? You got to come up with one date. Scrot says, I don't think 1 or 2 month old game, so maybe 3 months. You think 3 months is the minimum, or is 1 month good? I don't know. I think 1 month is still pushing. If I got to be real with you, I think 1 month is still being generous. 2 weeks. 2 weeks is good for me, man. Screw that. Jabali, oh, by the way, Jabali made a tweet, so we didn't know about, like, we know about the release date. EVO knows about the release date. I know about release dates of games that aren't out from, like, years down the line. I hear random people all the time, like, oh, this game's coming out this time. The EVO, they knew about it. They could have planned it if they wanted. I don't know. I guess they want to give these other tournaments shine. This kind of sucks, though, for DNF, because now DNF is missing Combo Breaker. It's not out for Combo Breaker. Coming out like the week of or the week after CEO, and then it's not featured at EVO. So when is DNF's big break? When's DNF's big shine? It might be too late. The initial hype might be over. It might only be the sweats left playing it, man. I don't know. If you're still watching, thank you guys. Leave a comment. Like I said, there is no right or wrong answer. You agree with me, disagree with me, it's fine. Even though DNF is not at EVO on the main stage, hopefully he can get some big shine. Not an exhibition. Screw an exhibition. At least have a side tournament, dedicated stage, commentary, all that stuff. This game is going to be super exciting at the start, but not being EVO is definitely going to hurt it. Without a doubt, it's going to hurt it at the start. But yeah, like always, thank you if you're still watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.